Hey, good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy from the beach. Can you see it out there? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty dang close. And I get a new mug today because I'm not at home. How cool is that? I am staying at Shay, Mike, and Katie, the home of my son and Katie. I like to say my son and daughter-in-law, but she's not my daughter-in-law yet, but she'll be my daughter-in-law. She will be. Anyway, yeah, look at it. Yeah. Sun's coming up over the ocean. There it is right there. We're about 2 blocks away, something like that, block and a half. I don't know, but it's just beautiful to watch the sun come up over the water. Good morning, Oppa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, you're here. I'm glad you're here. And check it out. This is it. I am in Hermosa Beach, California. It's going to be a gorgeous day today. Yesterday was beautiful. I'm here just for today. I'm hanging out this morning at my son's house, and then I'm going to lunch with 2 of my godsons, my daughter and my son, and then a doctor's appointment. See if we can finally figure out what's going on with my allergies. Although I woke up feeling great this morning, and I drank wine and stayed up late. So it's not that I got a ton of sleep, but I slept well. Maybe it was all that talk about sleeping well that put me to sleep. I don't know. It was just wonderful. What else? It was a great, safe ride here. I listened to a book on tape all the way here. So that was really, do you do that? I do. It just keeps me so entertained. It's like having someone in the car with me. I'm just going to switch the view for you a little bit here. Let you see what I see if I turn around. Ugh, it's so pretty. So pretty. The windows go all the way across here. Yeah, it's really awesome. Okay, this is a good view though, isn't it? You see the palm trees back there and the sun. You see there's like some red sky at morning. Sailor, take warning. It doesn't look as red when you turn around and look at it. But if you look out that way, I don't know if you can see them. Can you see the mountains? No, you can't see them. Maybe when it gets a little brighter out. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. It's good to be alive. Woohoo. Well, today. Okay, so anyway, yesterday I had a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Here's what I want to share with you about today. Yesterday, I mean. Yesterday, I saw, in one day, I saw my son, my future daughter-in-law, my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandson. Robin gave me a bang trim. Robin at Felix Design Studio. If you're anywhere near Palos Verdes and you get your hair cut anywhere else, you're out of your mind because there's no one better than Robin. I said to him, I know you want to cut this hair off of me. I know you do. And he said, why do you say that? And I said, Robin, I know you like me with short hair. He said, well, it's very flattering. And yeah. And he said, but your hair's beautiful. You can leave it long. Do you know what to do with it? And I said, I don't have a clue. That's the problem. What can I do with it? In like literally 5 minutes, he must have given me 6 different hairstyles that I could do, but I have to learn how to do them. He took my hair and he put it in a French braid in the back, and then he pulled one side over and did a braid on a side, and then he pulled half up and half down, and I said, so isn't that, kind of young looking? I mean, isn't that kind of like not okay when you're my age? And he looked at me and he said, your hair is long, Sandy. You already broke all the rules about hair and getting older. And we both started laughing. He said, there just aren't any rules about that anymore. You can have long hair, short hair, whatever makes you happy. 45 degrees, Oppa? Seriously? Here's what I can tell you. It's probably cold outside. I have a sweater on because the windows are always open in here. But yesterday, I brought warmer clothes to go out to dinner last night because I thought I would be freezing. And guess what? I wasn't. I even had to take my sweater off. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was like we were sitting outside eating this glorious food at a place called the Tin Roof. Oh, I was with Mike and Katie and my niece Beth and my BFF, Big Jeff. Jeff was up from San Diego, and we all went and had just a fabulous, fabulous dinner. We had so many hors d'oeuvres that when it came time to order dinner, I just ordered a little salad and brought half of it home. I couldn't eat anymore. Well, until they got to the apple cobbler with vanilla ice cream, then I had room for a couple of bites. Good morning, sweetheart. That's my sweetheart. He's in the desert. I'm at the beach. Hi. Yeah. Thanks for waking me up this morning. I mean, I was already awake, but it was lovely to hear from you first thing in the morning. Today is the birthday of Dale Earnhardt. I always say his name wrong. You know, he's the NASCAR driver. I'm not a NASCAR watcher, okay? But I do have a little NASCAR story for you. I did date somebody whose father was the reporter for the LA Times when it came to cars. So he was always into all the big races. Anyway, I was at this crazy auction buying all this different stuff just to make money years ago. And I bought 50 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Computer pads, mouse pads, right? And I bought them for like $1 a piece. And I sold them on eBay and I made like $500 on these 50. It was hilarious. I just put them up and started the bidding at $1, which is what I paid for them. And some of them went for $20. Some of them went for $5. Most of them went for around $10, $15. It was hilarious. I just kept making money and mailing them out. Boy, I'd like to get a deal like that again, huh? That was easy. Oh, chick stories. Okay, so in the morning, I tried really hard to take pictures of the chicks for you, but Bailey goes crazy every time I go near the chicks. And the big one, Frisco just wants to jump through the window and come into the bathroom and play. And I have to like open up, peek, and close it really fast. What does that say? Sorry, not sorry. NASCAR is boring. Oh, I don't watch NASCAR. I'm not sorry about that. I was just telling you that I made a lot of money off of NASCAR. That's what I thought was cool. I didn't even know who Dale Earnhardt was when I bought the computer keyboard pads. Mouse pads. I just thought it was a good deal. I got lucky. What if I push this back? Can you see more of the beach? Not really, huh? See about the same amount. Anyway, so here's the deal. I haven't shared this because, it's kind of like when the police say we aren't releasing the names of the people who were in the accident until we reach the next of kin kind of thing. I didn't want to share this story until I shared it with the person who needed to hear it. Last week, Billie Jean, the little black chick, oh, so cute, the most acrobatic of all the chicks. She was doing great. She was flapping her little wings and jumping up on perches and climbing on things. She was just like having the best time. Somehow got through an opening that was about this big and got into Bob, the big chicken that we have, got into Bob's side of the coop. And that was the end of Billie Jean. Yeah. And Billie Jean was Max's chicken. And I was debating, do I tell him? Do I not tell him? I knew it would be traumatic, but on the other hand, we have a very open, honest relationship. I didn't want to lie to him. So I let it sit for a few days, trying to figure out what to do. Good morning, Ginny. So yesterday, because I got to hug him and squish him in person, and because I'm here in LA, I gave him hugs and kisses, and we were playing catch up. And then after everything was fine for a while, I said, so Max, it's time for the chick report. Oh, good. How's Billie Jean? I said, well, there's some good news and some bad news. And he looked at me, and you could see he was very apprehensive about what I was going to say. And I told him like this. I said, Max, the good news is there's a new Billie Jean, and she's absolutely adorable. And he lit up, and then he realized what that meant. And he said, a new one? I said, yeah. And I told him what happened. And I said, that's just the way it is in the animal world sometimes. But the good news is the new one looks just like the old one did when she was a baby. And we're going to raise that chick for you instead. So he was fine. Yeah. But it was sad. So now we're trying to decide, do we keep Bob? Because Bob's very aggressive. This is not the first time he's pecked another chicken to death. He's this, she is this like incredibly sweet, loves to get, scratched, egg-laying, gorgeous, healthy chicken. What do we do? So we don't really know. So for now, we're keeping him separated, and we'll see. Let's see. Oh, I did something else yesterday. I met with someone who is in charge of, Indy says that Bob is free to a good home. Is there somebody who wants an egg-laying chicken? We're going to keep her for a while because we want the eggs. But she's like a really friendly, very healthy, wonderful chicken. But she doesn't play well with others. That's all you need to know. Free to a good home. Yeah, she's so sweet. What was I just starting to tell you about? Oh, speaking of eggs, Robin, who does my hair, Robin Felix, the best. Did I already mention that? I think I did. Anyway, I wanted to bring him something to say, thank you for doing this for me. I just love you. I mean, he's such a busy guy, and he always makes time to give me a little trim or do something for me. And he's like my little brother / cousin. Anyway, I brought him a half a dozen of Bob's eggs. That's what I did. Because when you live in the city, you don't get fresh eggs. He was pretty excited about that. Yeah. Pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It's Michelle Pfeiffer's birthday. I mentioned that because I think she's just adorable. Adorable at any age. I just love her. Jerry Seinfeld's birthday. But there's no story there. Get it? There's no story. It's just life. Bernie Madoff's birthday. Well, it's the day he was born anyway. Eve Plum. Do you remember Eve Plum from the Brady Bunch? I thought when I heard the name that it was Marsha, but it wasn't Marsha. Eve Plum played Jan, the middle daughter that nobody ever thinks anything about. So let's discuss the middle child syndrome. Any of you middle children? Come on, let me know. You a middle child? I am a middle child. But I am also the only girl. So I have this theory that if you're the middle child, but you're the only girl, it blows away all of the middle child syndrome. Yeah, because you're also the only girl. So I'm happy to be the middle child. Oh, I started to say I met with someone yesterday. Thank you. I do that a lot, don't I? I get so excited. I go into the next subject. So I had this meeting yesterday with a young woman named Jordan, and Jordan is in charge of the 50th anniversary of Tuvia Preschool in Redondo Beach. Now, why would I meet with her? Well, I met with her because when I was 21 years old, 50 years ago, I had this idea that I could create the world's greatest preschool. I was in graduate school in early childhood development, and I had been learning so much about all these different schools and methods and philosophies and theories about children and learning and all this good stuff. And I decided I could create the world's best preschool. So 50 years ago, I got by with a little help from my friends, a lot of help from my friends. I started this school. And now it's 50 years old. My children graduated from there, and now the school is still happening. So Sunday, I'm coming back to the South Bay so that I can do a video interview for them all about how the school got started. And then in October, there'll be a big event. Come on, that's so exciting. You know, we all want something that's going to, I don't know, is it memorializing us? That sounds so vain. I just want to make a difference in the world. And I did. And I didn't even think about it until someone called me and said, "Hi, I'm from the Tuvia's 50 years old this year committee." Was like, "What? Tuvia is what?" Yeah, I made a difference on the planet. Thank you very much. It was great. So if by chance you went to Tuvia and you're listening, or you know somebody who did, we're looking for all the alumni. When we started, I think we had 3 or 4 children, and I remembered a couple of the names. I gave them the names, and they're going to try and find them now. One of them, Sharon, is a doctor now. I know that. She's a doctor here in the South Bay, so I think they can find Sharon. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about Tuvi again, and it makes me smile. Anyway, Eve Plum, Jan Brady, we remember you, but we really remember Marsha. Willie Nelson's birthday. How could anyone not love Willie Nelson? I mean, I'm not a huge country music fan, but Willie Nelson is Willie Nelson. You know what I mean? My friend Steve, who's going to be 90 years old next month. Oh my God, I can't believe Steve is going to be 90. My friend Steve took me to my very first concert ever. And it was to a Willie Nelson concert. He was a huge country music fan, not Willie Nelson, Steve. And he wanted to prove to me that country music was awesome. And he did by taking me to Willie Nelson. And I wasn't a kid. I mean, you know, I was probably 25 years old when he took me. And I remember he bought me a red bandana because that's what Willie Nelson, that was, you know, like my souvenir of the event. I can't remember the name of it. If anyone does, you can post it. Willie Nelson just came out with a new song recently that like makes you cry. I mean, just, yeah, he's amazing. This is also the day that Prince William married Kate Middleton. It's International Dance Day. Yeah, baby. Get up there and let her rock, let her roll. Get it going on it. National Shrimp Scampi Day. Oh, maybe shrimp scampi for dinner tonight. It's Thank You Thursday. Who do you need to thank? There must be at least 100 people that you could say thank you to. Yeah. But don't just say, hey, thanks. Tell them thank you for, and then fill in the blank. Tell them what you're thanking them for, and tell them, I mean, we could do like a whole hour on how to acknowledge other people. Okay, just a couple of hints, and then we'll move on, I promise. When you say thank you, you don't just say, oh, thanks. Thank you for doing that for me, whatever it was. And then let them know how that's going to make a difference in your life. Thank you for the use of this great mug, Katie, and for the awesome coffee that's in it. It's going to wake me up. It already has, and it's going to start my day off just right. You've made a difference in my life today. Thank you. Oh, Ginny, that's so sweet. Ginny said, thank you for being you. Ginny, thank you for being here. It makes me want to come and do this again and again and again and again. It does. Thank you. I love thank yous. We Jump the World Day. I had to look that one up because I couldn't figure out what that was. It's all about parkour. Do you know about parkour? If you don't, you should Google it. It is so amazing to watch. It's using your body in such a way that it honestly, it doesn't even look real. It doesn't, please, if you don't know what parkour is, go Google it as soon as we're off on YouTube. Google it. You're not going to believe parkour. There's this young woman, she's a little thing. I watched her, I think it was like a full 5 or 6 minutes of just watching her move. Unbelievable. Unbelievable the way people can use their bodies. If you haven't made your gratitude list yet today, and you should, by the way, but right there on that gratitude list, the parts of your body that you can move, be grateful for that. Being ambulatory is a pretty awesome thing. Yeah, it is. Oh, I got another thank you here. Oppa says, thank you, Sandy, for introducing me to a whole new world. I assume you mean a whole new world of awesome people. Yeah, because I love that you guys all have become friends just out of hanging out with me and a sip and a smile. Yeah. What was that? Did you see that? Suddenly you could see the background so clearly and then you couldn't? I don't know what that was. It's the anniversary of Alfred Hitchcock's death. And the birds went with him. Oh, you know what else it is? It's Zipper Day. Zipper Day. Yeah, like the day that zippers got patented. Think about all the things that you have zippers on that would have been so much more difficult for you if they didn't have that kind of closure on it. Just saying. Was also in 2004, the day that the last Oldsmobile ever was produced. I got to be honest with you. I didn't even know we didn't have Oldsmobiles anymore. I remember my parents had an Oldsmobile. It was brown and it like light brown and it was gorgeous car. Yeah. And in 1968, give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, steaming, screaming, sleeming, faxing, waxing. Yep. Hair opened in New York in 1968, one of my favorite musicals of all times. And finally, because we're running really late this morning, the word art for this morning is as simple as a change of attitude. Yeah, it doesn't matter what's wrong in life, what you're dealing with. It's as simple as a change of attitude. I hate when people say that because it makes it seem like we should be able to just change our attitude about something. I can't snap because of my finger, but bam, just like that. Simple does not always mean easy. Simple can be really tough. So this morning, I salute those of you who are challenged by something that's really simple and you know what to do, but doing it is the hard part. And in the old Indian saying of the longest journey begins with the first step, I invite you to step out today. And don't forget to watch Parkour. And I'll see you tomorrow when I'm back in the desert. I love you guys. See you then. Bye-bye.